The all-new 2017 Nissan Armada was introduced last summer. TFLtruck and Car reviewed it at the press launch in California, here in Colorado on our famous Gold Mine Hill Off-Road Challenge, and even at our high-altitude 0 to 60 mph test facility. But this is the first time we gave it a real-world test, taking it on a 956-mile road trip between Denver and Buffalo, Wyoming and back, hauling a family of 4 in a week's worth of stuff. Nissan scrapped the old Armada based on the last-gen Titan pickup and made the new Armada out of its legendary Nissan Patrol SUV, which has given Toyota's Land Cruiser a run for its money for years. If the body looks familiar, it is. Infiniti, Nissan luxury division, started selling the QX80 version more than 4 years ago. The Nissan Armada Platinum Edition reviewed here came with a sticker price of $60,985.00, destination charge included. Yes, that is a lot of coin, but it includes a DVD player with 2 headrest video screens for the second row seats, acres of leather on the trim, dash, and seats, 20-inch wheels, vented seats, heated steering wheel, towing package, heated second row seats, power rear liftgate and power third row seats, 360-degree camera view, and more. Credit to Nissan for not shirking when it comes to value and interior luxury. Many of my family were flabbergasted that we were in a Nissan, not an Infiniti. And a quick look pricing for comparably equipped Infiniti turned up a MSRP that was, gulp, $20,000 more than the Nissan. Nissan's new 5.6-liter V8 powers the Armada, pumping out a meaty 390 horsepower and 394 pounds-ft of torque that flows through a 7-speed automatic transmission to the 4WD system. Towing capacity is rated at 8,500 pounds. At sea level, Nissan claims a 0 to 60 mph time of under 7 seconds, which is fast considering how big and heavy this SUV is. Curb weight, 5,800 pounds. Audrey from TFLtruck clocked a 7.5 second 0 to 60 mph time in the Armada here at 5,280 feet elevation. All that power was welcome out in the empty West where Utah and Wyoming have stretches of interstate with 80 mph speed limits that translate into people ripping along at 85. At those speeds the Armada hummed along easily at around 2,000 RPMs and did it despite hauling around 700 pounds of passengers and luggage and the weight of 26 gallons of unleaded gas that was slowly using up. Really, the only evidence of stress came with the Armada's fuel economy. Over hundreds of miles at 75 to 80 plus miles an hour, the V8 averaged 16.4 mpg. By comparison its EPA numbers are 13 mpg city/18 mpg highway/15 mpg combined. Not great, but not unexpected. When I got off the empty interstate and into stop-and-go city traffic, the sheer size of the 8-passenger SUV with its truck-like frame, height, and weight came to the fore. Sudden swerves induced body roll and hard braking forced the nose to dive. I'm stating the obvious here, but this SUV isn't made for aggressive driving on city streets. Yet time and time again, I found myself lulled into thinking it was by how smoothly it rode and how easily it handled interstate cruising. I did venture onto several miles of gravel roads outside the Bighorn Mountains in Wyoming, but nothing that warranted locking the truck into 4WD or getting full use out of the vehicle's 9.2 inches of ground clearance. As I said at the onset, the Armada is based on the Patrol, an overland vehicle of choice for many around the globe. So the option to lock the vehicle in 4WD high, 4WD low wasn't a surprise, but the lack of a locking diff was. I've never gotten a straight answer as to why this is the case, but I'm going to assume that the available 4WD low gears are to facilitate towing, which I did not test, not serious off-roading. Adding to this theory are the rear bumper and front fascia. They jut out aft and forward of the vehicle and reduce approach and departure angles to 20.9 degrees for approach and 22.3 degrees for departure. By comparison, The Toyota Land Cruiser's angles come in at 32 degrees approach/24 degrees departure. I welcome your thoughts on the issue. After climbing into the seats, and I do mean climb, of the Nissan Armada, we entered a luxurious environment of soft-touch leather and quiet. I'm 6'2", and with the driver's seat set for me, my adult-sized kids in the second row had more head and legroom than I did. They had so much room that they curled up on the 60/40 split bench seat and fell asleep for long stretches of our drive. Third-row passengers are not afterthoughts in the Armada. The second-row seats fold forward and the ingress opening to the third row easily accommodated even me and fit 3 adults in relative comfort. I ferried 6 adult members of my extended family to a remote, riverside BBQ dinner, and the 3 of them who rode in the third row had nothing but surprised compliments and no complaints. Even with the third row up, there's still enough room for a golf bag's worth of gear or luggage. The infotainment system with the optional DVD player with seat-back video screens and wireless headphones worked like a charm, keeping the kids in the second row occupied for hours at a time. Gratefully, the system allowed my wife and I to listen to set radio or stream podcasts through its Bluetooth connection to a smartphone. I won't lie, the infotainment feature was number 3 on my list of reasons that I wanted to review this vehicle on the trip. The first 2 were passenger comfort and cargo space. One complaint and one wish: the system isn't as intuitive as I would have liked. We had to break open the owner's manual to figure out how it worked. And I wish the cabin had more USB ports than the one I found. Yes, it has 4 DC outlets, 2 of which we use to charge our smartphones with an adapter, and the Platinum trim has a 120-volt outlet, but still. With the third row seats flat, we had enough room to haul a week's worth of luggage and beer and wine and still see out the rear window. By my family's standards, that meant we could probably fit a month's worth of gear in the back without having to resort to a rooftop cargo box or trailer. But if I did need to tow a trailer, the Armada could tow 8,500 pounds of RV, boat, quad bikes or personal belongings. While driving the Armada around the city, I made good use of the vehicle's 360-degree cameras, especially when parking in tight spots. The camera button on the dash allows the driver to toggle between the front-facing camera and the camera on the right front wheel, as well as a 360-degree view. I first saw this camera system on the Nissan Titan Pro 4X full-size pickup to help the driver avoid hidden obstacles when rock crawling off-road. I didn't expect it to be just as useful in strip mall parking lots. Overall, the Nissan Armada platform offers a solid value for the money. Unlike Toyota, which only sells a fully loaded Land Cruiser here in the States, the Armada can be had in the base model SP 4WD version for $47,800 MSRP. At that price you lose the DVD player, leather seats and interior, power third row seats and power liftgate, and towing package among other options. A quick search online here in Denver revealed some dealers selling this model for $4,000 off sticker. People, that's a good deal. TFL's take. You may not want to drive through city traffic every day in the 2017 Nissan Armada, but as a cross-country, interstate road trip machine for a family of 4+, it's a sweet ride that comes with the bonus feature of 4WD and the ruggedness to feel confident about seeing where those dirt road detours and shortcuts can take you. To see how the Armada handles going off-road, check out TFL's Nathan Abman as he tackles Gold Mine Hill.
With its arrival slated for August 29th in the form of a media launch, the 370Z NISMO will be the second model of 3 NISMO-tuned Nissans promised to arrive in Australia. With the GTR NISMO already having made a strong impression, anticipation for the 370Z is building, with the third model still only rumored to be the Nissan Juke. If the US specs sheet of the 370Z's 2018 update is anything to go by, Australia can expect a choice between 6-speed manual and 7-speed auto, with the manual featuring Nissan Synchro Rev Match Automatic, though killable, throttle blipping system. Also found on the US version is a high-performance Exetti clutch, retuned double wishbones at the front and retuned 4-link suspension at the rear, plus higher spring and stabilizer bar rates. The 14.0-inch front and 13.8-inch rear NISMO sport brakes are also on the cards though, with nothing confirmed yet for Oz. Some changes may be made. The US has had access to the NISMO tuned 370Z since last decade, though the 2018 update is set to pack 261 kilowatts per 374 Newton-meters. That doesn't mean we'll see the same figures, as Oz tends to receive somewhat muted wattage in its deliveries. Though nothing is confirmed, road tested a 370Z NISMO last year, which we were told had 253 kilowatts per 371 Newton-meters. On the plus side, Nissan Australia has already revealed that the 370Z won't be a limited edition model. Though it admits the market for two-seater sports cars isn't enormous, it says everyone who wants to buy a 370Z NISMO will be able to. As for price, Nissan hinted the premium over a regular 370Z would be around $10,000, which sits it in the $65K-$70K range. Nissan Australia Managing Director Richard Emery had previously confirmed we'd see the 370Z this year, though not set a date, and even said the Juke could be the third model in Australia's NISMO lineup. There is Juke NISMO available globally, so we're looking at how that might work, but there are a number of different versions of that, Emery recently told